I got a in the back. Haters, they talk the chat. They step on the rock, I'm at. I'm a K-back. 400K. I found out where you lay at. I got the lurking and they hate cats. Pockets stay fat. I got the from the block and they spamming, they know what banks at. I got the work on the avenue, they know what tanks at. I got the that live in the mansion, they know what that. I got some that's up in the jungle, they know what that. I came on top of the building, yeah, my we had a plan. We came on top of the building, yeah, my we never ran. Down there, thought that I had a fan. Oh, hey, any 10 o'clock, got a flight out, yeah, I'm going back out to Japan. I got 2 Billy truck and a bitch door with a land. Bruce Wayne, I'm Batman. Batman, I'm best man. I got my best man. I got my... I go to hotels when I step out, yeah, your boy got a doorman. I go to nightclubs with a... Yeah, they call me the madman. I ain't no madman. I just go crazy, man. Ball hard, can't face, man. Choppers, rip wasteland. This what happens when you give it a taste life and you give it a wasteland. This what happens when you give it a...
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the steel capital of the world, Pittsburgh, PA, at Heinz Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Baltimore Ravens and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Akeem Hunt now to return. And some room to work. He's got daylight. 30, 20, 10, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Akeem Hunt, his first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And his first pass is incomplete. The veteran Jimmy Smith there on the coverage.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Flacco from the shadow of the goalpost. The grab made by Curse over the middle. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to him. 11 yards and a 1st down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17. Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
On 2nd down, Flacco to throw. He gets this one to Michael Crabtree. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. The Raven passing game getting in sync, another 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. First and 10, and Flacco looking to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice 1st down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down. On 1st down, Murray. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. 2nd down, Flacco now. Being chased out left. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
It's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Flacco. And he locates Josh Hill, complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Josh Hill, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens will extend their lead.
It used to be that if you were a big wide receiver and the coaches wanted to make you a tight end, you resisted the move. Now it's almost a glamour position because they have the mismatch advantage. Are you going to cover them with a linebacker? They're probably faster. A defensive back? They're going to be bigger. Tight end is the new big-time position.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Steelers' offense now, they head back onto the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Detroit! Detroit!
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defense coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
Now it's Jackson going up top. And that's caught inside the 30. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily, you're right, but he did there. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They snap it at one. Now it's Jackson. And this one is incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So on fourth down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. This a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. And Boswell's kick is good. And they will indeed get on the board here, but still trailing. It's now 13-3. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Ravens taking the field. Now Flacco and the Raven offense come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Flacco looks to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Now a second down run for Murray. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Operating out of the gun, Flacco. He's got his target, it's Cobb. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a 1st down. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now a give. This is Murray. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Tackled by Jordan Willis. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the Ravens who have the football. They've got it 2nd and 10 to start things out. The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Flacco here on 2nd down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Michigan man, Jake Ryan. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. After the interception, here's Jackson. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half. Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Detroit! Detroit!
To throw is Jackson. Throwing again. He's going to air one out. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see? Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out. And forces 4th down. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window? I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all. Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. A handoff. It's Murray. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later. Third down. Flacco needs a decent chunk of yardage. Complete out right to Kurtz. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Flacco now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Now a give, left side. This is Murray. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first. At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run. They go back to Murray on first down. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Flacco from the gun. Flush to his right. And almost intercepted. If he could have picked it, maybe some space to go the other way. Instead, it's 3rd down. Pretty lucky to get the football back. Had his target out there waving the arms, saying I'm open, but maybe didn't see him quick enough. And I know the jokes are always about defensive backs' hands. What really actually happens, you don't get many opportunities. You get over anxious, and you start to think about taking it away and going the other way instead of focusing and catching the ball. 3rd down, Flacco from the gun. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Jackson. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that and have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory. Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? A first opportunity for the Steelers in the red zone. They've got a 1st and goal just inside the 5. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Now Jackson on 2nd down. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
2 sacks last week. Another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up 4th down. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. And Boswell's kick is good. And they will cut the lead back down to a touchdown now at 13-6. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Now Hunt on the return. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. Now Flacco and the Raven offense come up 1st and 10 at their own 24. Here's Murray now as they run it to start the drive. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll run it left side with Murray. And some room to roam now. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 1:57 to go in this first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. First and 10 here for Flacco. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. T.J. Watt in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now Flacco. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
Gave a glimpse of his quick feet and then taken down right at the 30. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
We got three, fellas. We got
On 2nd down, Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. A third field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down.
Detroit! Detroit! Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Count them now, 6 interceptions between last week and this week. Now, the 3 picks last week helped them to a win. They're in the driver's seat once more.
And they're the ones that are doing all the leading, aren't they? Right? The 3 interceptions last week, that led to a victory. 3 interceptions so far in this game, that has them out in front. We often think of the offense driving things. In this case, it's the defense, not just holding teams, but creating big plays for themselves.
It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and short.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Hey, man.
Setting up to throw, Flacco. Under pressure, and Flacco's going to be dropped. Jordan Willis in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. We have hit half. The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the 3rd quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
They'll try and get the running game going here with Murray. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
Passing play, Flacco. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll be 3rd down. Here's Flacco. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. T.J. Watt in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year.
That's his 2nd sack of the game. The best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Well, close game, second half. You obviously hate to leave 3 out on the field.
Especially in a game like this when you know points are hard to come by. That was one of their best opportunities so far, and they come away with nothing.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, here we go. 3-19!
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. On 2nd down, here's Jackson. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Detroit! Detroit!
Jackson to throw again. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 29. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working. Looking to find a lane, but he can't rein in at the line of scrimmage. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. They go with Murray again. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. to pass. Flacco. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Murray. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Flacco now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. Murray. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
2nd down. Flacco now. That one complete to Hill. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 11 at a Baltimore first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
A run, it's Murray. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Cameron Hayward in on the tackle.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Again, it's Murray. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9. From the gun, Flacco. And incomplete here on 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Read it well, and it's picked. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, and then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Now Jackson on first down. And he connects with Vance McDonald. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Throw left side, complete to Ross. And out of bounds right around the 20. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he finds McDonald. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Yeah, they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle as a visiting team, as an underdog. You were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
Detroit!
Now Jackson going to throw again. And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
They begin the drive with a run by Murray. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. On second down, Flacco to throw. Big hold of the 30. Throw left side complete. That's Murray. And finally taken down at the 36-yard line. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup. Flacco now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Carries piling up. It's Murray again. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Raven passing game getting in sync, another first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. 2nd and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. They run with Murray. Nifty move. And he gets it down to the 32. 11 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Sean Davis with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. After the interception, here's Jackson throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down. They go play action with Jackson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's James. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves to James. They'll run it with Jackson. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Clock now under 30 ticks and running.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Jackson now. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. On 3rd down, Jackson buying time to his left. He may try and run for this. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone!
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, a little insult to injury here late in the game. This to make it a 3-score game late. And his kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you prime the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Ravens, they remain as hot as anyone at 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Buffalo to take on the Bills. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll get an extra week to think about it as the midseason bye might be coming at just the right time. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
If the squad ain't with me, then it ain't right. Yeah. Hey. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Yeah. Hey. Yeah.